What's up, guys? This is going to be for the Patreon exclusive bonus content. This is going to be for the week of the 20th through to the 26th of September 2021. If you're viewing this is going to be for the all signs, and I'm going to run through each particular sign. Most important messages for this week to come. Spirit of gratitude, I love the light, highest possible messages. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Typically, this speaks to lack of expansion, growth, abundance, lack of spinning the wheel as well. So something to keep in mind, to take calculated, productive risks that are going to help you grow and expand. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse could be read a number of ways. Let's try to get more clarity. Typically, it could be an energy of breadcrumbing or not even getting that. It could be an energy of not getting your fair share, not getting some form of reciprocity, maybe feeling like there's no help or no resource. Sometimes you got to get that energy, that motor going on your own. Five of Pentacles in the reverse is going into the church of self, not suffering out in the cold like these two figures depicted here. Ace of Swords in the upright is typically a victory, minor arcana tower moment, an aha moment, an epiphany, something that's going to shake up the stage of life, the game of life. It speaks to truth, clarity, and victory. Spirit, anything else in regards to the Six of Pentacles in reverse? There is going to be some clarity. Typically, the Ace of Swords cuts through confusion. Knight of Swords in the reverse could speak to, it's clarifying the Six of Pentacles, slowing down, pumping the brakes in regards to your expectations, allowing this victory to come in, to grow in. Keep in mind, again, this is for the all signs. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Let's try to clarify that, and then we could get some bottom of the deck energy as well. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Four Pentacles in reverse, a lot of pentacle energy, finances, resources, money. Four in the reverse could be letting go so as to receive more if you're holding on too tightly, and or it could be investing into something. Spirit, can you clarify? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. You got two aces coming out this week. Ace of Cups is an emotional solace, joy. The peace dove is depicted here over this chalice. The Four Swords in the upright, again, when you're within that church, stick to your meditation, stick to your affirmations, stick to your mantras, stick to your prayer, okay? These resources and these victories, they're coming in, but they can only come in if we're receptive and if we're moving in the now, in presence, with grace. We're not being a tiny tyrant. You know, that's some of the negative characteristics of the Emperor energy in the background, is you want it now. But we have to understand that we're on God's time. We're not on man-made time. Spirit, anything else in regards to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Okay, Page of Wands in the reverse. Typically, this is gearing up for travel. I call this follow your heart. Heart is metaphor for presence, because everywhere you go, you're going to be in the now. You're going to bring your heart with you. There's the emotional heart. There's a psychological heart. But then there's the intuitive heart, which is just pure presence, where we're no longer lost in the commotion of the mind. We're no longer at the whim, at the beck and call of our emotional, unstable, up and down self, right? We are the removed observer, a la the High Priestess, and we go into this subtle state of stillness, which is the heart and soul of spirituality. So when you're sitting and doing your mantras and your meditation, a la this energy, you're literally communing again with Source, from which all phenomenal occurrence emerges, from that dark stillness, from that black void, that emptiness, that vacuum, whatever you want to call it. Typically in Western society, we've been conditioned to avoid this and run away from this and distract ourselves from this, but real spirituality is sitting and communing with this, understanding that we are this. It's not me and the emptiness, it's understanding that there's no separation. Any separation is just ego separation. So this is the fundamental building blocks of real spirituality. And from then you could apply it in self-observation when you are noticing the insecure self or the ego self wanting to lash out because it's trying to orchestrate occurrences, whereas if you move in quiet stillness and inner quiet and peace and grace, then you can see the beauty of life unfold. Now, obviously, that kind of stillness energy can be a blank canvas in which we express positive emotion and do our manifestation rituals like abundance and success. But just remember that typically that is in the arena of the phenomenal, and when you are living and dying by the arena of the phenomenal, then you get into the infinite. So, you know, abundance is never going to be enough. Success is never going to be enough, because ultimately that which is creating the division for anything to occur phenomenally is the egoic self. So just keep that in mind. I find that, you know, if you can move in grace and wisdom and understanding and comprehension of the fact that you will have to kind of self-impose vigilance and discipline to know that, you know, it's never going to be enough when we're speaking to the external phenomenal world. So if you can exist in peace with that, then you can start to pull back your energy and, again, not have that kind of tyrannical energy. And then that, obviously that leads to more kind of just enjoyment of how things are unfolding in life. Again, it's that healthy balance and mix, because, you know, we do live in this phenomenal world, so you can't completely deny it, but you also want to understand the building blocks of it and essentially have one foot in either world, between the infinite and the phenomenal. So, Spirit, anything else with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is, you know, looking good, feeling good, looking like $1 million. This is financial freedom and independence. Okay, so this is a very solid week that could help you kind of accelerate towards your goals for financial freedom and independence, and look to be receptive of these Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. Okay, and remember to stay present. We could talk about these yads here in Hebrew. Those are the first letters of God, the first letter of Yahweh, and those are God's blessings and God's gifts. So stick to your meditation, stick to your trusting of grace and the unfolding of things, and you know, relinquish all your worries and all your control mechanisms and illusions to that power that brought you here. Okay, so whoever brought you here has to bring you home. So remember that. Love and light to you guys. Thank you for viewing this on Patreon, and on to Aries and the rest of the signs. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.